Hi, welcome to the language workout video. We're in front of the mirror today because we're going to be using it for all the exercises. Today is about your tongue. Yes, this is going to be a tongue-jaw workout. The tongue and the jaw, when you learned how to speak subconsciously as a kid, you didn't take any control over this. You just copied what other people said. And so you don't think, or most people don't think, that you can change anything about that. But that's where you're wrong. Actually, you can learn to move your tongue in the way that you want to, as opposed to the way it habitually moves. It's going to take a little bit of effort, though, because this is learned skill. It is not just something that you are either able to do or not. You have to put in some effort here. Let's get started. This first exercise is the dental consonant exercise, and it's about the front of the tongue. So the front of the tongue, or the tip of the tongue, is responsible for doing the consonants L, N, D, and T. And as you can see as I say that, L, N, D, T, your tongue goes up to the gum ridge here on the upper teeth and then down to home base. So this is home base, lower front teeth, and then, yes? The thing is that most people, when they say these consonants, pull the tongue back. And that creates a problem in the back of your mouth that stops the air right where it's meaning to be resonant. Yes, so that's a problem. So we want to make sure that we have some control over the tip of our tongue. And this is the exercise. So when I put the tip of my tongue outside my mouth, I actually get more of a workout. So it looks like this. Yeah. So it's the tip of the tongue goes up on the upper lip and then down to the lower lip. Yes. Now, I'm going to add L first and then some vowels, because the vowels is the only way we can actually hear what I'm doing. If I just do L, you can't really hear anything. So I'm going to add a pattern of vowels. Li, le, la, lo, lu. Yes, that was L. Then N. Ni, ne, na, no, mu. And D. D, de, da, do, do. And T. P, pe, pa, po, pu. Yes? This is not easy to do, okay? I have to focus a lot to do it. And you might experience it to be harder than it looks, yes? Just be patient with yourself. Now, if you can't do the actual consonants and you can't add the vowels to it, just work on the movement of the tongue. Now you try it. The next exercise is the back tongue consonants. And the back tongue consonants are mostly K and G. Now, it's very hard to see what's happening in the back of your mouth and what the back of your tongue is doing. So I found my phone. And most of you probably have a similar thing, but you could really just use a flashlight. But that's the flashlight I got, is on my phone. So I'm going to do that. I'm turning the flashlight on, and then I'm going to show you how the tongue is meant to be moving in the back there when you say K and G. Ga, ka, ga, ka. Yes? So it's not my ceiling or the palate moving down to meet the tongue, but the tongue moving up to meet the ceiling. Yes? So it kind of has this idea that it goes ga, ka, ga, ka. Now, something to watch out for is that it isn't too far back. This is actually how most people talk. So you're probably going to have this problem. Meaning the tongue is too far back, meaning you're doing ga, ka, ga, ka. Yeah, that doesn't really sound nice, but I'm exaggerating so that you could better understand it. Okay, now I'm going to do the actual exercise, and you should see what that looks like. I'm going to put my hand on my jaw again because my jaw isn't, this is not a jaw exercise, it is a tongue exercise. Ka, 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 ka. Now, I'm going to show you the wrong one just so that you can maybe hear when it's wrong rather than see what is wrong. It goes like this. Ga, ka, ga, ka. The other option is that you're doing it like this. G, k, g, k. Like locking something here. All right. I'm going to do correct one more time. Ga, ka, ga, ka, ga, ka. Now you try it. The next exercise is about the stop plosives. And the stop plosives do just that. They stop the air and then they explode it. They are P, T, K. They are the unvoiced ones. And they are B, D, and G. Those are the voiced ones. I've also added in the nasal consonants to this. That is N and M and NG. Yes. Okay. So the exercise is kind of like a pattern of vowels and consonants, and it goes like this. I'm going to show you the PTK one first. It goes like this. P, T, K, T. So you hear how I'm using the consonant and the same vowel, the consonant and the same vowel, the consonant and the same vowel. Yes? P, T, K, T. Okay, I'm going to put some other vowels on there so that you can go further. P, T, K, T, Pe, Te, Ke, Te, Pata, Kata, Poto, Koto, Putu, Kutu. You see how my jaw isn't moving a lot? Like this would be wrong. P, T, K, T, Pe, Te, Ke, Te, Pata, Kata, Poto, Koto. Yes? I'm using my jaw as well. That isn't wrong if you were talking, but it is wrong for this particular exercise since we're trying to isolate the tongue from the jaw. The B, D, and G is like this. B, D, G, D, Bede, Gede, Bada, Gada, Bodo, Godo, Budu, Gudu. And the M, N, and NG one goes Miningini, Menengene, Manangana, Monongono. This last one is really difficult, so don't worry if that one is hard, okay? Most people, when I just show them that, they don't get it, okay? So be patient with yourself. Remember, these are hard isolations. All right, I'm going to do them faster, one more time, in succession, and then it'll be your turn. Piti, kiti, pete, kete, pata, kata, poto, koto, putu, kutu. Bidi, gidi, bede, gede, bada, gada, bodo, godo, budu, gudu. Miningini, menengene, manangana, monongono, munungunu. Now you try it. The next exercise is a combination exercise that kind of gets you better at doing front tongue, back tongue, front tongue, back tongue, front tongue, back tongue. And it goes like this. La, ga, da, ga. I'm going to do that again slowly. La, ga, da, ga. And now this is actually about getting really fast at this, because if you can do this fast, you have great agility. Now, I'm going to give it a shot, okay? Laga daga 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 laga daga. It's kind of like a pretty steady pace. You might find that pace a little difficult, but just keep working on it. This is learned skill. I'm going to say it again. Yes, be patient. The tongue is a strong muscle and it does not want to listen to what you want it to do. I'm going to see if I can do it a little faster so you have something to compare with. Laga daga 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 laga daga. Now you try it. The last exercise is about S, Z, SH, sh, and CH, ch. Now, these consonants are really not so much about what your tongue is doing, but it's about how they interact with your support. When you say those consonants, you have a tendency to lose air. More air than you can then maintain good support. So this exercise is about that. Now, you may remember from the support video an exercise called the S exercise, and this is very similar to that. All I'm doing is I'm adding these other sizzling consonants onto it, okay? So it goes like this. You're going to put your hand on the lower rib cage and breathe in for a straw and go s, z, sh, ch. You see how my rib cage did not collapse? Now that is the main thing to focus on. Okay, let's do that one more time. Breathe in as if through a straw. S, z, sh, ch. Now you try it. That was the basic language workout. Now you can take these exercises onto different pitches and you can try to make them faster and you can build on these. Just remember that we're not doing these exercises to get perfect diction. Though if you want to do that, that's cool too. But it's really not about that. It's about gaining better control and become more agile with your tongue and jaw so that you have more choices. As an artist, you can't just rely on what you subconsciously learned as a child. That is a very, very hard way to make choices. So be patient with yourself as you do this. Most people find them fairly hard. Have fun with your practice.